it. WildChild's leaving as the last rays of the light would go behind the mountains. They report the helm. I don't know, we're probably 25 miles offshore from Luperon, and now we're getting kind of close to the Silver Bank. It's October of 2019, and the girls of WildChild are gambling that hurricane season is over. We had to go through a lot of monkey bullshit to get permission to leave Luperon. We have failed to conquer the thorny path twice already, but hey, third time's the charm, right? Come on. And now, after much monkey bullshit with the Dominican government rules, blah blah blah, the girls on WildChild are finally ready to go sailing after hurricane season, and we kind of can't wait to get the hell out of here. Right?
Right.
Right. So this is it. WildChild's leaving as the last rays of the light would go behind the mountains. Elena's going to release the mooring, and then we're going to sort of motor out the channel. We want to get a few miles offshore before the dark comes because, you know, we want to get clear of any obstructions and obstacles before we lose light. And we say goodbye to our good friend Andre. You can see the sun is already setting, and we're leaving much later than planned because the Dominican Navy wasted our entire day for permission to check out. Oh well, at least we can still see the channel buoys as we leave. I had put Elena up on deck to help me spot them. It's kind of nice having a mast camera to look down. You can see that we have many tracks on our chart plotter to follow because we've made this passage out to run the water maker every 5 days, so we know where we're going. And then before you know it, bam, we're sailing. First time we've been sailing in the last 4 months. It's been a long time. The WildChild remembers what to do. We raise the sail, heel her over, and just point into the wind again. The crew knows this, the captain knows this, and the boat knows this. We're good at it. We do get offshore into deeper water before it gets dark, so at least in deeper water, with no other traffic or obstructions to look out for in the dark, it should be easier sailing. Let's hope the wind and the waves stay calm tonight, and let's hope they stay calm tomorrow during the afternoon too. Well, the girls of WildChild are sailing again. We're heeled over about 15 degrees. We're 15 over 5 and 2 meter waves. You can see high side up, that's the low side there. And we're back at it. The sea is calm, we're not worried about this sail. You never know until you get out here if you're okay or not. But this is actually fine. We should have a lovely night sail in this. We'll be on the ocean for about 2 days and 2 nights. And we're going to try and hit Samana by Thursday because the nasty's coming Friday. But no. And then it gets dark. Imagine I led you out into a big field and I blindfolded you and I said, run as fast as you can. Trust me, there's probably no trees out there. How would you feel? You have to be brave to face this. It takes nerves of steel. You need big balls, and I keep mine in a drawer. Or, I have noticed, it just takes ignorance and blind faith, and that's the way most sailors do it. We're sailing full speed ahead, completely blind. So, it's 10 to midnight. We just did a shift change. Elena was sleeping for a bit. I'm not feeling good. She's not feeling great in her stomach either, so we just made our tack. I don't know, we're probably 25 miles offshore from Luperon, and now we're getting kind of close to the Silver Bank. So we just made our tack together as a team. So now we're running on port tack, and we just got to make sure that we don't hit shore. As the wind angle comes around more northy through the night, we can kind of come away from shore a bit. We might be able to make a single shot now all the way down to Samana. We're both tired and we don't feel good. And it's a dark night. There's no moon tonight.
There is commercial traffic out here, and it's important we not get run over by the big ships in the dark. I absolutely love having instruments for nighttime sailing on WildChild. There are some sailors that do this completely blind with no instruments at all. Like I said, on ignorance and faith. I just couldn't sail that way. On WildChild, the captain declares it a crime to fall asleep on your night shift. It's unacceptable, and I won't tolerate it. There isn't much to see and do, but every 10 or 15 minutes you have to get up, turn on the radar, stick your head out into the dark, look around for lights, get a feeling for the conditions, try to be as aware of your surroundings as you can, and then you can sit back down for another 15 minutes. When we're on passage, we sleep in the cockpit. What is night sailing on the ocean really like? It looks like this. It's boring and scary at the same time. I'm tired and I don't feel good, but we did it. We made it through the first night, and I'm quite relieved that the ocean is so calm. Elena always does the midnight to 4 a.m. shift for me, and I do all the rest. Sometimes I'm accused of making negative or pessimistic videos. Why don't I sell sailing as really amazing and very exciting? I don't really view myself as a pessimist. I view myself as a realist. This is the reality, and I'm always trying to show you the reality of the sailing life. Even when sleeping in the cockpit, we stay tethered into the high side, because what I've learned as a sailing captain out here for 2 years is that when shit goes bad, it goes bad fast. As the sun rises, we're glad to see the thorny path so calm. Calm is good, but we'll see what the afternoon brings.
I just woke Elena up at 7:30 and I'm tired now and I want off shift, so she's going to take over at the helm so I can try and catch some sleep. The sailing conditions are calm, but the wind is not favorable. It did not swing around from the north, it is directly from the east. We're tacking back and forth into it, but the light winds are squirrely and they're moving around, so we're really borne off pretty far because the winds are light and not trustworthy. We're moving at like 2 or 3 knots. The ocean's calm, but we're not making ground. We need those winds to come from the north like they're scheduled to.
My tack angle is not doing very well. Mother has refined me over the years to being a very calm and patient sailing captain. I am patient with her, but we do need to make progress, because I know she's going to be in a horrible mood in 2 days, and I want to be out here for it. I wanted to tack to the east of the Silver Bank, not to the west side towards Turks and Caicos, but the winds are just so light and squirrely, and I'm also fighting an easting current. Things are not exactly going to plan, but that's sailing.